All right, so thanks for tuning in, guys. We're here today to talk about some of our vocab that goes along with our culture. I'm Coach Swartz. I have Coach Caff and Coach Gould here. I'm going to kick it right to Coach Caff to talk about some of the words that really guide our program.
Yeah, to keep it simple, there's a couple of things that we really dial in on with our players, and I'm not even going to take any credit for this. This all came from the book Above the Line by Urban Meyer, which comes from the Focus 3 group with Brian and Tim Kite. Shout out to those guys for having some great content. But we've adopted this over the past couple of years, and it's been huge for us. And the first one is above the line. Your behaviors are above or below the line. There's not a gray area. You know if you're above the line, you know if you're below the line, and we strive to keep ourselves above the line. If somebody has below the line behaviors, another term we use is give me one. Anyone at any time can tell a player, or a coach for that matter, to give them one if they're giving a below the line behavior. And kind of where we find those below the line behaviors, you'll see us here a lot saying BCD, or better yet, no BCD. And BCD stands for blame, complain, or defend. Blaming somebody for something that they did, complaining about something you can't control, right? We control the controllables. If something you can't control, it's nothing you can do. We don't complain about it. And defend, which is something that gets a little gray because there's a difference between defending your actions and questioning. We want you to be inquisitive. We want you to ask questions, but not necessarily in the moment. Defending your actions might be, but I did this because. We don't defend our actions. We can have a conversation later. We're not going to defend. So to wrap those up, above the line and below the line, and if you're being BCD, you're below the line, and that's a good indicator. I'm going to kick this over to Coach Gould, but do want to touch on one bit. We hear some of this from parents and new players and people outside the program that get confused, like, you're the Tigers or you're the Wolves. We don't understand. Why do you call yourselves the Wolves? Well, yes, we are the Dripping Springs Tigers. That's our mascot. But the mascot that we internally use and see ourselves as is the Wolfpack, and there's reason for that. And I'm going to give that to Coach Gould to explain why.
Yeah. Just briefly to mention the Wolfpack, it's basically just representing togetherness, that we're all in this together, no matter if you're on JV, varsity. We're all working together to make sure that we are the best players that we can possibly be. And we're going to do it with leaders, and we're going to do it with followers, and we're all going to push each other and be that one big family like a wolf pack. Continuing that is we use the slogan, legs feed the wolf. And basically what that means at the end of the day is no one will outwork the Dripping Springs Tigers. Legs feed the wolf. That means we're going to outrun every one of our competition. We're going to be as prepared as possible, and we know that we're going to eat at the end of the day because our legs are going to feed us to win.
Mm-hmm. Slow wolves don't eat, right?
Slow wolves don't eat.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So just to add a couple things in here, another thing you'll hear us say a lot is if you permit it, you promote it. And of all the things in life, maybe BCD is the number one that you can carry into your life, but permit it, promote it on just a larger level. You see something on the field that, you see a guy giving bad effort, you see a guy being BCD, you see a coach not doing what they're supposed to. This is not a one-way street with permit it, promote it. We have been corrected by players. We have changed what we've done. And that's part of our culture. And so, just the idea being, if I see Caff do something that's wrong and I know it's wrong and I don't say anything, there's at any time 40 to 50 people on the field that see that happen. And they think, well, Swartz tells Caff when he's wrong all the time and he's not doing it right now, so it must be okay, right? And so silence can be a confirmation in certain settings. And we want kids who are willing with each other to say, hey, that's not cool. Not in a bad way, give me one, or pull them aside, like this isn't acceptable, and let them address the team instead of like blowing up on them. But this is true for outside on the field too. If you see someone that's being mistreated, if you see something that's happening that doesn't make you feel right, you have to say something. And that, again, at the basis of our culture is like, we're all people first, lacrosse players second, And we really care about that idea of if you permit it, you promote it. You can say that for one-handed ground balls, or you can say that for giving bad effort, and it's all the same. And that togetherness is really, our trademark, we feel like, and that kind of leads us into our style of play, which we call wee ball, which I think I stole from Boys Latin, honestly. But just the idea being, we love assists. We love throwing the ball up the field. We love playing fast, and we couldn't care about box scores. We couldn't care about individual things. We just want, at the end of the day, to have fun and play the style of lacrosse that we enjoy, which again is together. And so we'll talk about other cultural terms, but I think those are the most important ones, right, guys?
Yeah, with those, it kind of encompasses what we do, and we expect that our freshmen through seniors are going to do that. They're going to incorporate those, and we want to push this down to our youth level as well with our youth coaches, our youth players, and make sure that we're all incorporating these basics. And from this, we can build an incredible culture.
Yeah, absolutely. Got the Wolfpack in the house right now.
Yeah, howling at the Amazon guy.
Howling at the Wolfpack. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy. And comment if you have any questions about this.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Bill Cafferata, Dripping Springs Lacrosse Program Director and Varsity Head Coach. Thanks for tuning in. Please comment if you have any questions about the video or have suggestions for future content. Most importantly, be sure to like and subscribe.